Okay, Coach, opening statement on this past week for the Lumberjacks.
Yes, before I get to our game, I just want to big time shout out to our women's soccer team. Those ladies, unbelievable job this year, regular season champions, and just won the Southern Conference tournament champions. So just hats off to Coach Williams, his staff, and those ladies. So that is an incredible job that they've done this year. So congratulations. In terms of our game, really a tough loss. Saturday night, tough pill to swallow. Credit Coach Dozell and East Texas A&M Lions for outplaying us, for outcoaching us. They just came out and got the job done, and we didn't. I failed as a head coach, having our team ready to play. It was obvious that we weren't. So poor job with our approach. Way too many distractions throughout the week, and I just didn't have them ready to play. And that we didn't play East Texas tough. We didn't have that red dirt mindset that we need to, and that's why sports are so fun to watch and popular, because you got to tee the thing up, toss it up, put the ball in play, and the best team doesn't always win. The team that plays the best wins, and East Texas played the best, and they deserved that win. No excuses for it. No excuse is going to be made. We didn't lose because we played our backup quarterback. We didn't lose because of a penalty. We lost because we got outplayed and we got outcoached, and disappointing. So that's my wrap on the game.
All right, turn it over to the media.
Coach, starting with backup quarterback, what happened to Sam Bedlack?
Yeah, he sustained an injury there to his non-throwing shoulder and missed that game. So hate that for him.
That happened in the Nichols game?
In the Nichols game, yes, sir. They're in the fourth quarter.
So what's the timetable and all that, or expect?
I hope he's back as soon as possible. He's with our training staff, and they're working on him. It is his non-throwing shoulder, which is good, but wasn't able to play this past week.
So any chance of him playing then this week? Or?
I hope to get him back as soon as possible.
So, but and as for the game itself, went 1 of 6 on fourth down. What's kind of the mindset of going through those 4 on fourth downs there?
Yeah, part of that's a little bit misleading. One of those, we get down there and we get our first extra point partially blocked, and then we get a field goal opportunity. We butcher the operations. First time in I think 4 or 5 years that we've not got the kick off, so that goes down as a fourth down miss. Now we're down there 4th and 4. They're inside the 5, and that's they've not had much success against our defense. So we chose to go for it there. Don't bring the ball down for a touchdown, and then they proceed to go 96 yards for a touchdown. And then, second half, now you're behind and having to force some fourth downs. And, a couple of those we completed, and some of them we didn't. One there at the end, we had to go for it on 4th and goal, and didn't get that one done either. So disappointing in the red zone this week. Our offense had done a fantastic job all year. I think they were 36 of 36, the only team in all of college football that was, perfect in the red zone. And Saturday night we went 2 for 4.
And then going back to the backup quarterback, how confident are you in your backup quarterbacks now, though, taking the helm?
Yeah, I've got a lot of confidence in Gavin. He competed very well for the job during fall camp, and people want to point to that or penalties. Everybody wants an excuse. Bottom line is, as a team, we didn't play up. We didn't even play as good as we have. I was pleased with our team so far this year. I think we'd gotten better each and every week, and then we have a little adversity. We have a lot of distractions last week, and some of our very best players, didn't play at the level they're capable of playing. And 4 pre-snap penalties on offense. Everybody wants to talk about the last one. There were several more. Pre and post-snap penalties will kill you in this game, and that's being distracted, not ready to play, and that falls on me. So that was disappointing. I thought Gavin played a good game. I know there's some throws he'd like to have back or decisions he'd like to have back, like all of us would. They say hindsight's 20/20. It's blinding on a game like this, but I thought he played. He led us down the field there at the end to win the game, and we didn't win the game there at the end. So I've got confidence in him. If he's the trigger man moving forward.
And then turning the page to Incarnate Ward, what do they do best?
Well, they score a bunch of points, play good defense, and win a bunch of ball games. And so, our backs against the wall. obviously on this one, they're ranked 6th in the country for a reason. They were national semifinalists 2 years ago. Coach Killo's done a great job down there. They've got, the quarterback's an A&M transfer, and he's the only guy. I think now after this past week, he has more touchdown passes than Sam. And so they'll be really tough to try to slow down. I don't think you stop them. They're playing with a lot of confidence. They're going to be the 2024 Southland Conference champions, and so it's going to be a tall task ahead of us there on Saturday.
Yeah, Coach, and then, after the game in the locker room, what was kind of the message that you told your players, especially considering that now it was a long shot to get into the Southland Conference Championship, but now it can't happen, but you still have everything to look forward to ahead with 2 top 15, I believe, matchups going in the last 2 games.
Yeah, the first thing I did was just own it with them and apologize to them because I failed them as a head coach, not having them ready to play, and that's my job as a head coach, and we didn't take the field ready to play, and that was disappointing, and nothing really changed. You win or lose that game, you got to win your last 2, and so now, like I was saying earlier, the back's against the wall. The good thing is you've got 2 high-quality opponents in front of you, which gives you an opportunity. We're going to play the Southland Conference champion, number 6 team in the country this week. Next week, we've got Abilene Christian. They're playing for a United Athletic Conference Saturday against Tarleton State. They're ranked 14th in the country. So, it comes down to your body of work and how you're playing there at the end, and we've got a chance to prove what we played Saturday is not us. And I think you've seen us improve throughout the year and play better week in, week out until this week. And so I'm just thankful it wasn't the last game of the year because this taste I've got in my mouth and our team does. I mean, it's embarrassing, and you don't like getting upset. You don't like playing the way we did. And so we're excited that we've got an opportunity to go out and maybe right some wrongs on the next 2 weekends.
Yeah, Coach, and how important is it to get this game against Incarnate Word at home, especially with the road trip that you guys have been on for the past pretty much month and a half?
Yeah, we've played 4 of the last 5 on the road, and until this past week, had played pretty good. We'd won 5 of 6 and everything, but we have played very well at home. A lot of that is because of the Lumberjack faithful, and we'll need another big crowd. It's supposed to be a pretty day Saturday, so we've been very successful at home this year, and we're going to need to play very well in order to give ourselves a chance to upset these guys and pull off a big win Saturday at 2 o'clock.
Yeah, Coach, and then especially after a loss like that, with, like you said, back against the wall, how important is it to have that sort of mindset, kind of just that, I don't want to say goldfish mindset, but just quick, keep it going, don't look back, but look forward mindset, especially with the last 2 games of the year?
Well, in the game of football, you either win or you learn, and every play and just like every game has a life of its own, and that game is over. There's nothing you can go back and do differently. It's in the record books, and it's over. So you've got to, we've owned it this morning. We've watched film and seen where we didn't perform and didn't do what we were supposed to do when we were supposed to do it. And so now we got to learn from that and have a better week of preparation. Have a better week of just focusing on keeping the main thing, because I think that's where we had a lot of distractions last week within our team, and that's my job. I've got to eliminate distractions and try to help them be focused, and hopefully we can do that this week and put a better foot forward, get back on the rise and improving. The sun came up and the sun rose on Sunday morning, and so will we. And so that's all we can really do is play the next one.
Speaking of that next one, University of Incarnate Word at home, one of the 2 last chances to catch Homer Bryce or to catch Lumberjack football in Homer Bryce and in Nacogdoches for the regular season. Coach, thanks for the time.
Appreciate it. Excellent.